Brian, tell us a little bit more about this fender in depth.
Well, this is our Hugger Series fenders, and the real popular upgrade on street glides or any bike right now is going from a 16 to an 18 or even to a 21. A lot of the factory CVO bikes now come with a 19, okay? So we have two sizes of fenders, a 16, 18, 19, okay? That means it'll fit a 16-inch, 17-inch, 18-inch, or the new 19-inch fender with the factory Dunlop tire on it, the low profile, or the 21, okay? So the nice thing is if a guy even has a 16-inch wheel on a street glide, but he wants to put on one of the new Harley 19s or something, he can buy the 16, paint it black or paint it whatever color his street glide is, match it up, and then if he has the money from his, IRS refund or whatever the case is, he can certainly buy the wheels and not have to change the fender, okay? In this case, with a 21, you definitely should change the fender. The factory fender will work, but it runs really tight, and we certainly don't want you to have problems with that. The beauty of this is this fender is called the Tude, which is just short for attitude, and that's because it's got some crazy cuts in it here, and you see the cuts, the windows that are in the fender as well. The fender comes like this right out of the box. It's 14 gauge steel. It's good heavy fender. A lot of guys have told me their bike even rides better because they put this fender on, because the torsional rigidity across the fender mounts here makes it like you're putting a fork brace, just like you would on an old chopper or on a FXR or a Dyna or some sporty little bike you want to make handle well. You're adding that same torsional rigidity to your bagger, to your softail, whatever. It fits with a 120/70/21 tire, so you get the 3-inch wide tire, and it fits nice and tight. You'll notice the bottom down here and the top cut here. That certainly flows with the rest of the lines of the bike. We have 7 different styles of these. We even have one called the Uncut, and what it is, it still has the locating holes for the fender. You can put it on your bike, and then you literally can take and trace around your rotors. You can make it like a full fendered Indian. You can cut flames in there with a plasma or whatever you want to do, but it allows you to just get crazy with it, and it's not going to warp. This is the best sheet metal in the business, period. The black coating you see on it is called electrostatic or E-coat. It's a corrosion resistant coating, so even if your fender does get chipped from the top or the bottom, certainly it's going to not rust. Okay. The other beauty is it for a dealer or someone who has it in their shop, when you take it out, your fingerprints aren't going to rust it right away, and you don't have all the ridges. This is the best quality sheet metal stamping in the whole U.S.
So between the long life and durability, the painters themselves, when they get this piece, are going to love it.
Absolutely. I mean, what sense does it make to buy a $200 fender or a $400 fender and have to do $200 to $400 worth of body work on it? That makes no sense. If you buy a fender for your factory Ford truck and you wrecked it on a Monday, comes into the body shop, they'll have it painted and out to you by Friday, because the quality of the sheet metal is good and the quality of the sheet metal matters. Having been a former body shop manager, I'm like, this has to be. This is the thing that makes me mad. Why should I get this fender that's spun on a wheel but has all these little ribs in it? Why can't you just stamp it out on a 40-ton press and make it perfect, just like a factory fender? And that's what we've done. We've just made custom parts that are factory perfect.
Perfect. And this thing is very easy to install, very bolt-on, in and done.
Absolutely. We certainly tell people, because these holes are directly laser mounted and controlled, it's consistent time after time. All the laser cuts on the edges are nice. You can take this to your painter, get it painted to match, come home, put your 21-inch wheel on, put this fender on, show up at bike night, and your buddies are going to be like, no way, when did you do that? And you can just smile and say, this afternoon. It makes it so much fun to work with.
For more information on the products featured here, please head to our website, DennisKirk.com.